Okay. Yikes. Episode 12. Here we are in the flesh.
This is our comeback episode.
Yep. I have fired the audio guy. Fuck him. He's gone. I'm not gonna name it. I'm not gonna name any names. He's
cut him out.
He's cut. I'm not gonna name Metro Boomin. Definitely not gonna, throw him under the bus or anything like that. But we have a new guy now, and hopefully he's a lot better. We'll find out after this episode because he's gonna be mixing and mastering this. I put a little bit of money into this thing. It probably wouldn't sound if it was just me with like if we were recording with like an iPhone. No, fuck that. If we were recording with like one microphone in the middle, like I think
no thanks.
What I'm getting at here is I think we have a little bit of a production.
Let's just put it this way: you've put in more money than I have.
I still have I think I said this every time, but I still have 9 shirts I was supposed to give out. I haven't given them out.
What are you gonna do?
Sitting in my closet collecting dust.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever. Here we are. The amount of times people, dude, I'm starting to really
hate everybody.
Everything I want to talk about on this, I'm like, oh, I said that already. I was just about to say how people keep asking.
Hey, maybe that's
on this, and then I want to put my head through the wall because I realized I keep repeating myself.
Maybe that's a testament to how boring our lives are. Maybe we shouldn't have a podcast.
Let me think. Let me scratch my smooth brain for a second here for some content.
Oh, we're thinking of content? I got some content right off the top. We can lead in, right? I'm the retard.
Lay it on.
Last episode, I said my New Year's resolution was to read more, even though that was pretty normie to even do that. Didn't read more. I got halfway through my book.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know. Didn't do my New Year's resolution was to finish that book.
Wait, but
in the month.
Have you moved at all since you've?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then.
That's what
Dude,
yeah.
You can't,
dude,
I don't know. I don't think you should.
The way I thought about it.
You're moving. There's some progress. So whatever,
exactly.
Sometimes,
and I was really thinking about it, and I was thinking, if that was somebody else, I would hate them. I would think they're dumb for even thinking oh, I made a New Year's resolution. I read halfway through the book instead of not, and I didn't read all the way through it. I'd be like, you're a dumbass. Just read the whole book. But no, don't cut me off.
My bad.
The whole point is, sometimes you got to be the dumbass.
I get it.
Sometimes you're the dumbass at the end of it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You're not always going to be the evil genius.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's how you get through life.
I'm laughing more because I could see the
Am I screaming?
No, but not real. No, but I could see the waveforms, and when they're fat, and I know that you're letting it bark.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's funny.
Those are the peak moments.
Yeah.
I just had to get that out there.
No, I get it.
Sometimes you got to be the idiot.
I've realized to build off that with this podcast, the amount of times now when I try to just because I don't want to say I forget that I do this because I don't, but I put it out there and then I forget about it, and then people come back to me 2-3 days and they're like, yo, when you were talking about this, and I'm like, oh,
don't remember that.
Oh, that too, but it's I don't know, what am I getting at? I don't even know what I'm getting at. Oh, I catch myself a lot talking shit about something that I do myself, and that's absolutely. I think that makes this even funnier.
Yeah,
is that when in the midst of I don't know, whoever's listening to this right now, and they're like, oh, this fucking kid does this all the time,
and then you got to blow him up.
Yeah,
that's the whole fun part.
It's hilarious.
Yes,
it is what it is.
Exactly.
I think it's funny as shit, and I feel like you're 12 episodes in. You should know that by now. You should know what this dumb shit is by now.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at.
We got 2 idiots on the opposite ends of a
microphone.
Yeah,
electronically. I don't know. I don't know the design of a microphone, so I'm not going to get into that. Speaking of dumb things, I've been waiting to say this for 2 weeks, and I'm kind of over it, and I don't think anyone's going to care to hear me listen to talk about this. But I feel like I can allude it to a point where people will be like, yeah, that makes sense, and now I kind of give a shit a little bit. I've been waiting to talk about how dumb the Oscar nominations are for 2 weeks now.
Here we go.
Majority doesn't give a fuck about
don't
the
even
Oscars.
don't even know what was nominated. Not a single one.
And you shouldn't care. No, most people should not care. Why I care is because I want to do this for a living. Granted, and then like when you want to do it for a living, and then you're like, oh, Bohemian Rhapsody got nominated for a Best Picture, and then you see Black Panther got nominated for a Best Picture, and then you see A Star Is Born got nominated. You see Bradley Cooper gets nominated for Best Director, I think. Lady Gaga got nominated for Best Actress, and then you're like, I just had to look at what I'm getting at is I had to look at 2 nominations to realize this is what I wanted to say for 2 fucking weeks. That I won't complain about this because, well, I am, but like, I won't. What I'm getting at is, and if I say what I'm getting at is one more time, throw the fucking mic at me. It's a smart business move because all that does is bring in normies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Oscars has always been about like art house movies that nobody gives a fuck about besides like
hardcore
me, like dumb fucking idiots like me. They're like, oh wow, the artist was not like the artist won best. You don't even know what. I know you don't even know what that is. It won in like 2012, I think, or 11 or something like that. It's a black and white silent movie from 2012. It's like a French film, silent movie, black and white. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. So like now it's becoming more of like the MTV Movie Awards. So like obviously like you don't give a fuck about the Oscars, but you really like Black Panther, and they're like, and then you see it gets nominated, and you're like, oh wait a minute, maybe I should tune in to see if it wins. Dude, like, that's why I can't get mad about it, because it's like, oh, they're just trying to, like...
normie it.
Yeah. They're just trying to make more money because nobody gives a fuck anymore. Unfortunately. But...
All I know is that Wendy Williams hosted it.
Excuse me? What?
She hosted the Oscars.
Moving on from that. I don't recall that at all.
All right. Well, I do.
Wait, you know what we could... Speaking of Wendy Williams...
Remember when she passed out on live TV and then nobody brought it up again?
That was hilarious.
It went crazy for one day and then nobody talked about it again.
I feel like a lot of people passed out, but I feel like...
Remember when Hillary Clinton passed out on TV?
I don't remember that one.
She was... Yeah, because her guards were holding her up. You could see her feet dragging.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
It was...
I should check that one out.
She passed out, but like they wouldn't let her fall down because obviously not a good look for a presidential candidate if you're passing out.
Yeah.
But so they just held her up and then dragged her to the car. But she was very visibly not awake. Speaking
of political leaders, did we talk about the Dick Cheney thing? How he shot his...
And then he apologized?
Dude, okay. Actually, I'm glad I brought this up because I don't know the exact sentiment. I know like they went hunting a bunch of like whatever political people, and then I think he like I don't want to say it was deliberate, but it was pretty deliberately that he like deliberately shot the fucking dude. And then like
wearing a big orange jacket, wasn't he? Like
yeah.
You're like
also, don't go hunting if you like are gonna like, oh, I accidentally shot. What? First off, what? And then like on top of that, like imagine getting shot and then apologizing for getting shot.
No, I'm good. I'm shooting you back. You get me, I get you.
I'll shoot you at the press conference then. Dude.
If you it's like you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
I guess for those that don't know, Dick Cheney I don't know what year this was. It was probably mid 2000s. He like shot
George W. Bush in the arm.
It looked like him a little bit. I forgot the dude's name, but then the dude was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he can find relaxation in our town of blah blah blah, and sorry for his stress and troubles." Imagine saying that after getting shot, dude.
No, I'm good.
That's some ultimate level of bitch right there. That's some big time smooth brain bitch shit right there. Hey, don't do that. Hey, if you get shot, don't do that.
Getting shot or some fighting words,
dude. Could you imagine? Like, I don't think I can ever think of a situation where, unless I like, unless we were hunting and then like you're like aiming up in the air. No, fuck this, because I still wouldn't apologize. And you're aiming up in the air, and then I'm like, and then like jump in front of you while you fucking unload the gun into a bird or some shit.
There you go.
And I still wouldn't apologize for it.
Nope.
Still wouldn't apologize for that, because then why would I? Why?
You're a dumbass.
Yep. Remember when we said we didn't have content? I just talked about Dick Cheney shooting someone for 5 minutes.
Hey, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Hey, you know what it is.
Start figuring stuff out.
Trying
to think what else happened.
Yeah, a lot. That
we had like 2 weeks go by, and
the Super Bowl happened.
Oh yeah,
that was an interesting one.
Time to not watch football for the next 15 years until the Rams are good again, or 17 years, whatever.
That was I don't. That was a Super Bowl. That's what I'm going to tell people.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Bowl.
I'll tell you this. I like football. I'm a Rams fan, yes, first and foremost. And I love Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. I think they're the best ever at both positions, and they're perfect for each other. And it's great. It's been really cool to watch them.
I'm about to piss you off in 2 minutes.
Since I was like a baby.
I thought about this for a while. I thought about this for a while.
What's up?
Because this is probably going to piss you off.
Piss me off.
And make you rethink some
Piss me off.
When people say to me like that they think it's so cool that like if you're not a Patriots fan, because I'm not, and I really don't give a fuck about football that much.
Yep.
Like this year I did probably was the most I've given a fuck in like maybe 6-7 years. But if you give a fuck, if you're not a Patriots fan and you think it's so cool that they're winning and shit and that we lived in a time when this is happening, what's the difference between that and then, because I thought about this shit.
Yep,
what's the difference between that and then being the 50-year-old at the bar wearing a varsity jacket and was like, remember when we won in 2002 at the state champions?
The difference
What?
is...
No, because then when you're 50 and then like your grandkids are like, back in my day when Tom Brady, hey, both things don't matter. How about that?
Is...
Both things don't pertain to you at all. Don't matter at all.
You're right. The difference is I'm not wearing my high school varsity jacket or a Gronkowski throwback jersey sitting at a bar in Old Bridge, New Jersey.
Take the apparel away. It's still bitches shit to be like. It's still
it's just fun to watch, though.
Yeah, you like the Seattle Seahawks back in my day when Tom Brady was slinging passes.
Not doing that.
Hey, bitches shit.
Not saying that. Saying it's fun to watch.
No, completely fine. I just think when people go, because I know, I'm not saying just you say this. I know a lot of motherfuckers
there's a lot of people
like,
today that are like, oh, Joe Montana's the best. Dan Marino's the best.
And I think all those people are fucking dumb.
Yes.
Hey, go do anything else.
If you're saying like, oh, it was fun, like Joe Montana was the best to watch when I was growing up. He was the guy to watch, all this stuff. Like it was awesome watching Joe Montana.
I guess it's
situational. And Jerry Rice. Well, I don't think it was Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. I think it was Steve Young and Jerry Rice.
Yeah,
that were doing it. But even then, it's just like, oh, that was super fun to watch. I don't know.
That's respectable. I can see that aspect, but like,
I'll probably be the dumbass saying like these quarterbacks suck. I don't care if they're throwing 80 touchdowns.
I'm sure one way or another I'll be saying some dumb shit like that too. And mine will be the opposite and be like, yeah, I fucking hated Tom Brady back in the day. Although I don't really give a fuck anymore. But like,
I don't know. He's the best ever at what he does.
It's cool.
It's just cool to see somebody so good and so high level and so clearly the best at like the best ever at what they do. Just do that thing, no matter what it is. It could be hopscotch.
Yeah.
And like this dude is just nuts at hopscotch. Clearly the best ever. And you're just like, it's just cool to be able to watch him play.
I think...
dude never falls. Always throws the rock on the 6.
Dude, I forgot how to play hopscotch.
You know what I'm saying? He's doing the double foot, single foot, double foot, single foot, double foot, single foot.
Dude,
and then he's doing it backwards.
Should we be professional hopscotchers?
Dude, I remember when I was like 12, I had a pogo stick, and me and Brandon, not my brother, our friend Brandon, when we were younger, we got really good at pogo sticking for like 2 weeks. We were doing like reverse pogo. We were taking our feet off and like reversing it in the midair. We thought we were watching pogo stick videos on YouTube.
You thought you were going big?
I thought I was going big. We were going to record videos on pogo sticking.
You know, back then, like What made you think you had the biggest dick in like all of elementary school? When you were like the fastest kid at recess?
Oh hell yeah!
You were like,
dude.
You thought you like if you were the fastest kid at recess, like in a race. I don't know why.
Kickball. It was all about kickball.
That too. Like if you were the best at that, you were the most popular kid.
Dude, I remember. Yeah, I remember this kid, Mike Petroselli. I was friends with him on Facebook, but he moved away. I don't know, but maybe he does. But
shout out.
He moved away in like second grade, or not second grade. It was probably like, I think he moved away in fifth grade or something because we were playing kickball, and I remember we were older, but he was nuts. He was like a little chunky kid, but he would just bomb the ball every time he was up, no matter what. He'd kick that ball, and it would be. I remember everybody used to have like certain people would come up to kick, and then like the roller would like start waving everybody back. Everybody got to get back.
Yeah. Drop
Dude,
back.
Being a kid is so weird.
I think shout out Ben, but I did you ever play kickball with Ben?
No,
I'm not gonna say his last name.
I was never.
I could have sworn he was good at kickball.
I was a grade younger than you.
I can't.
So we never did anything.
Ben was in my fifth grade class. I could have sworn he was good. I remember there's a couple kids in my head that I know were like always good at sports. And then if you were good at that in elementary school, nothing else fucking mattered.
No, you were the coolest dude.
Yep.
In the whole school.
Dude, elementary school was the shit.
It's so real. Weird. It's so weird.
You get like Domino's pizza.
You know what else is kind of weird? The psychology behind that. Like
Fridays.
Anything you do, if that's all you do, and like you're in a group, that's gonna be like your meter on, or not like your class system. You know how like there's a social class system in like society by your job, your social status.
Yeah.
But that's like your life. It's kind of weird how they have that in like an elementary school, but it's like
it's so small.
Yeah,
you don't
social
have money
and a job and stuff.
You know?
What?
I wonder if social media has fucked up that elementary school social status.
Probably, dude. Kids have phones.
I know it's weird, man.
You're crazy, dude.
Not
if I have kids, not having a phone until you're like 14.
No,
I didn't get my phone until I was like 12.
No, you see, I think this is the problem. Everybody that says this. Like, and I know a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I'm not giving my kid a phone until he's that." No, because like a big problem is, and I know it exists. Like, if you didn't have a phone, but like people would then they get bullied when they don't have a phone.
Yeah,
and it's fucking stupid, but that's how it is.
Yeah,
I mean, like, or like I used to have a shitty phone, and then kids would like I didn't really care so much about that, but like, I remember like kids were like. The iPhone, when I was in like 7th grade, the iPhone, the first iPhone just came out. So nobody really had that. But like I remember like what phone you had, like was like
a big thing.
Your little stupid ass social status kind of raised because of that.
I remember
I was stupid. But like,
I was never on
how it
the,
is.
Yeah, no, it definitely was.
And then I'm sure like I couldn't imagine being in middle school now with like social media, dude.
No, I'm good.
Good luck. Godspeed.
Dude, we dodged that so close, dude.
It came. We barely got to the wire.
We barely got through high school without it, though. Mm-hmm. I was like, I think we had it all through high school.
We just skimmed by on that one.
No, we had it in middle school, too, because I have pictures up with people that I remember from middle school that I didn't hang out with in high school.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't how it is now.
No, not at all. Well,
not
Instagram wasn't like Snapchat. Instagram was not as prominent.
No, not even close.
Twitter. Twitter was not.
I would
really
just
a thing
depress stuff on social on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook was probably the biggest. Now all like
Farmville.
Yeah, all young kids are they're on Instagram, Snapchat, and
Twitter.
I don't. Yeah, I'm like comparing. I'm thinking of what my little brother and sister do. I don't know. I feel like Instagram is definitely the biggest.
Dude, we dodged a bullet with all that.
You know what's weirder
stuff?
about that?
What?
I'm thinking deep, but like it's real, unfortunately. Like when middle schoolers have a fucking profile and then like 45-year-old guys follow a middle schooler. And you can't stop that.
No.
That's so fucking disturbing. And
they
it
have
exists.
Like kids.
Yeah.
I see a lot of it.
It's really fucked.
I reply to them.
Dude, nobody talks about that.
I reply to them and I just say, what are you doing?
Yep. Hey, man, you have 3 kids.
Stop.
What are you doing?
How about...
Because they're not doing anything wrong.
Dude, if you...
But obviously, like we all know that that's not okay by any means. And
Dude,
it's super
if you're-
fucking scary.
If you have 3 kids, you should be, and you're a dad, you should be either at work or watching TV. That's it.
Or hanging out with your kids.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
are you going by like what dads typically
I'm just
do?
trying to be funny, dude.
I'm
just a funny
sorry,
guy.
My bad. I'm looking at that.
I'm fucked up.
I was
I'm
looking
just
at
trying
that
to be funny.
way too far. My bad.
I don't know. But it is, yeah, but you shouldn't be looking at 14-year-old Instagrams. There's way too much of that happening.
Yeah.
I seriously see it all the time.
Yeah, and that shit's actually... Or you know what my favorite is? This is a little bit more PC, I guess, but like when I see like a foreign dude, like he'll be like, I don't know, like so out of touch. And I could visualize the selfie. Like, you know when they do the selfie and like they have like 3 chins and they think they look cool or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but I could visualize it. And then like they'll be like, baby, you look so good. And like with like a heart, and it'll be like a 19-year-old college girl. And then I always reply to those dudes. I'm like, hey man, you have 2 kids. What do you like?
Stop.
Hey man, what are you doing?
Yep. They're always...
Hey, but like, what is the logic?
It's either
dude?
it's either...
Imagine like, do they think they're gonna respond and be like,
It's either an Indian dude or a white dude with a goatee and a bald head.
Yep.
Always.
Dude, I forgot that girl that you follow, whatever. And like, I mean, she posts very provocative pictures and shit.
Always 45-year-old dudes.
And it's always 45, and they'll just be like, damn, I could just like taste this picture.
Dude.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck
You know what I
are
like
you
doing?
doing?
When they have daughters,
I love
I
making
reply
fun
and
of
I
those
say,
people,
dude, I could taste your daughter right now.
That reminds me of Mike Tyson.
That's like, you're... How do you go from having kids and like a daughter and then they post pictures and then you go to like some other girl? I don't know. That's weird.
I think it's because sex edu. Well,
it's a weird
I
leap.
keep thinking way too seriously into shit, but it's because like when I think of like idiot parents, it's because they like obviously didn't give a fuck about preventing having kids at all. Like they're just they were too smooth brained to be like, oh, I probably shouldn't use a condom.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably should have had birth control.
Yeah.
That's their, and then they have a kid and they're like, well, I don't really like, dude, it's actually sad as shit. Like, imagine being the kid of your parents that just like didn't give a fuck at all, and then they have you, and then they're like, oh, and then they're commenting on like 19-year-old Instagram girl. Like he'll be divorced and he's commenting on like 19. Like what, dude? What the fuck are you doing?
I know, and there's a lot of it.
What are you doing? It's an absurd amount.
Yeah,
I know it exists. I know there's like I've
just go look at any
female friends that are listening to this, and I know that they've experienced like
definitely
guys doing that.
Oh yeah, well, girls deal with it all the time.
Yeah,
guys don't even. I don't know. Guys don't realize a lot of shit.
Yep.
Like girls just get bombarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think it's weird. Social media is weird, but like you can spend days talking about social media, but like
I deleted most of mine.
That's for the better.
I know. I think I say that every podcast.
It's definitely for the better.
I like it better. Sometimes I come up with like good tweets though, still in my head, and I'm like, this would be a funny tweet. Yeah. I used to tweet some
pretty wild shit.
Yeah, edgy. Yeah. Like I liked my Twitter, but
so did I.
I don't know. A lot of people were getting fussy about it. Not that I give a shit, but and then I realized I was like, I'm spending a lot of time tweeting all day and caring about what other people are up to and go on other pages. And I was like, I'm just going to delete it.
I think it takes a certain kind of person because like, for example, there's this girl on Twitter. I don't know her username, but I feel like people know what I'm she like constantly posts like pictures of her like holding her gun.
That's
or
good.
a gun, and like she'll be like, oh, liberal people, like come try and take it, or like some like
smart.
Like she's obviously like knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And then people make fun of her for it. Like a lot of like you go on like the thread of it, and they're all making fun of her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like she like it's kind of like what you were doing, like where you like obviously know it's going to piss off people, but you don't care.
Yeah.
Or because like I think a lot of people forget like any press is
good press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it just, if you're looking to gain attention, it doesn't matter if it's negative or.
You just need eyes on you.
Yep, and it unfortunately like boosts you at the end of the day. But
Yep.
I guess it depends on what business you're in. Like, I don't know. I guess it would depend. Like, if you're the CEO of a company and like you're like for example, with like Elon Musk when he like smoked weed and then the stock fell because of that, dude.
Yeah, that's so
like shit like that is like
so
all right.
crazy. That's psycho.
You gotta be.
Imagine drinking an entire podcast and then you don't even inhale a blunt and then your stock goes down for your publicly traded company.
Yeah.
And it's because you smoked weed and not because you were drinking alcohol.
I wanted to let this bar, going back to this, well, it's the same topic, that there was like a medicinal marijuana commercial that was supposed
banned from the Super Bowl.
Hold on, let me get to that because they do this a lot in commercials. It was probably never going to make the air.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you title banned spot from Super Bowl, obviously that gains more attraction. Regardless if it was or was not, it is hilarious that there's 9 million like beer and like alcohol commercials, but like when you ban a medicinal like it's fucking, and not only is it hypocritical, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like to show one drug and then not the other. It's a little.
Weird.
It's weird and stupid.
It's weird how we handle stuff, and
well,
not
one
even
thing
just
is
the U.S., but a lot of the world.
It's easier to sell beer than it is. Well, you can't sell like right now. You can't sell weed. You know what I mean? So obviously they're like,
it's only some places.
Like, I don't know, man. I think, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get too heavy into this topic right here. Because I'm not really, I don't really like fuck with any of it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even really like drinking at all. Like,
no, me,
I rarely do.
Yeah, but I
rarely do.
But I would never advocate for somebody not to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's like, but I feel that way about almost any drug. Like, if you want to go do like heroin and ruin your life, I'm not saying it should be legal. Like, I don't know. Like, that's a kind of a hard one because, well, actually, I mean, if you do legalize it and you get it from places where, like, they can actually make heroin instead of like fentanyl and stuff like that, people stop dying from it. You know, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to tell people like you can't do this to your own body. Like, you're not hurting other people. The problem with drugs is like the harm to other people. Like, somebody on heroin is going to be homeless, and then they're going to be more bound to like rob somebody because they have an addiction, and then now they want money to fuel their addiction, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's usually the issue with drugs. Or at least in my eyes. It's not like people, like, if you want to kill yourself and do heroin and do all the drugs or whatever and die at 25, by all means. That's fine in my eyes if you want to do that. But when you start messing with other people, that's the problem.
Yeah, I think the counter argument is, well, how can I word it? It's like, I guess people would be like, well, it's selfish and blah, blah, blah. Like, then, like, the grief on family and friends. But, like...
Yeah, but that's not...
It's not...
Is that something the government should be, like...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
You can't legally do this because it's going to make your family grieve and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know.
You know what's really, like, big-time dumb shit that I think about? If you're dying, like, suffering big time, and then there's, like... I don't know the semantics of this, so maybe I'm completely wrong. You're like suffering and like, but like assisted suicide's not an option. That's fucking stupid to me.
You're literally just keeping somebody alive to suffer.
And I think it's unfortunately a money thing too. I don't know. I guess it's like I don't know the word to use. Like not emotional, but like like it comes into like the 50-50, well, is it the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Like that bullshit. But I feel like it should, if I'm dying, like, and I like dead suffering, like, hey, don't, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, we put dogs down. We fucking put dogs down when we know they're not, like.
Well, when the quality of life goes down, It's like,
what's the point of like, yeah,
what's that point where you're like, okay, well, this is enough.
Yeah.
And I think you should probably be able to make that decision for yourself too. If you wanted to go out,
I think
humanely.
If especially if like you're in like, I don't know, God, wow, this is a dark conversation, but like you're in a bed and like you agree to do it and then your family agrees to do it, then it's
I don't even think your family should have to agree to it. It'd be nice if they did.
I know, but
I'm just saying
that's a rough situation.
But that's like super like liberal. I'm like, I don't think I'm liberal in like the times. Being a liberal nowadays is like being an SJW and like fighting for
I don't like
stupid stuff and like
any of that
taking people down and deplatforming people and stuff. I don't like any of that.
Yeah,
but giving people like their own, I don't know, like you should be in charge of yourself.
Yeah,
if you wanted to do that, you should be able to. I don't know.
I think how I feel about a lot of things is like you should do that, but not at the expense of others, I guess. Like, I always said, like, this is an idiot way of explaining this, but, like, do whatever you want in life as long as you're not intruding others or, like, inflicting anything on others.
Impeding on somebody else.
Exactly, yeah, there you go. That's kind of what I'm getting at. That's usually how I feel about things.
That's how it usually should be.
Yeah.
And you should try to do that as much as possible, unless you're, like, I don't know, in business or something. Then it's...
Yeah.
Conquering.
I wonder if we come off on this like super nihilistic.
I would say I am probably nihilistic.
Yeah, but I think, and I always tell this to like I talk to people about this a lot. Like when it comes, and I think there's two sides of nihilism where like you could either be like miserable and like I think a true nihilist would kill themselves.
Yeah,
straight up, because they don't care about anything. Yeah, you know what?
There's two sides to that where it's like nothing really matters. So it's like, yeah, I guess kill yourself would probably be the only ending that you would be really happy with. Because what's the point if you're going to live to do nothing? Like, none of it really matters.
But I think the positive is when you have some sort of passion, you're like, all right, nothing matters. Let me just do whatever I fucking want.
Yeah,
and go.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, and I think that's the positive side to being nihilistic. But
that's what I was going to say. The other side to it was, but I don't think somebody that's hardcore nihilistic would see it that way. I think that they would only be able to see like,
you know what kind of pisses me off that we like lately. The more I think like self-reflect on shit I talk about and whatnot, or like even like in conversations, like I feel like I'll come off like, even now, like we come off as like edgy.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we don't care. Like it's so, sometimes, I don't know. I try to like dial that shit down. But like, I don't know. Yeah.
You kind of have to not care.
Yeah. Even like thinking about that, dude, like it's cool to be self-aware, and then sometimes you get like too in your own fucking head. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Dude,
it just hit me. Don't even know what we're talking about.
We're in it.
I feel like people listening to this right now probably think we're high as shit. Yeah, I didn't smoke anything. I've been sipping water and coffee the entire
sober as a gopher.
Time. And like, I'm like, dude, we need to steer away from whatever the fuck conversation.
I kind of know what we're talking. Whatever.
I don't know what we were getting at. I don't know what I was getting at.
Just do your own thing.
There you go. That's what. Okay.
In the end, it doesn't really matter.
Just do what makes you happy. That as long as you're not impeding on somebody else's life. That's it.
Nothing else is at the end. So you got one shot.
There it is.
You better be happy.
Yep. There's gonna be some bumps and there's gonna be some feels good, man. Just do your thing. And with that is the end of episode. No, I'm not gonna. No, we're only like 30 minutes in. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're letting it bark.
I'm just fucking dicking around.
Killing the dead air.
Dude, that article earlier about the dude from, I think it was, did you see that was from Freehold, that dude that killed the girl?
Yep.
Imagine like
he shoved a towel or a blanket down her throat.
Let's get real with this a minute.
A towel.
If anything, we're gonna get real. I'm gonna get real kind of conservative with this in a fucking
dude. Imagine suffocating somebody not by putting a pillow over the face, not by grabbing them by the neck, not by tying them their neck up or nothing. He shoved a towel in her throat down her throat,
This is a local, by the way.
and then held her nose
Yeah.
for 30
And
minutes.
apparently she like pissed herself. She was seizing out.
Yeah.
Really shitty way to go. Really.
Because
And this guy knew
it's
what
a
he was doing.
towel, and he's holding her nose.
Hey.
Just hold her neck.
Hey, first off, okay. And I know he's still in jail. You know what we do to that? You know what we should do? Electrocute him. How about that? How about we don't pay for him to be in jail and we just kill him?
I like that.
How about
idea.
extract the rest of the knowledge that you want to gain from his brain through conversations and other forms of not interrogation, but like, interviews, I guess, and then just kill him because why have somebody like that on planet Earth anymore?
Yeah.
That's super dark, I guess, and like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's the point? I like when even when you think like you're like, oh, but there's something mentally wrong with them. Like, yeah, but they're so far gone by that. If you're like shoving rags in
spicy
people's
take.
fucking throat and then like holding their nose
Yeah.
and they're like, and you just don't give any fuck at all. You're so far gone, dude.
Yeah. Are they?
You're not coming.
Yeah.
You're not coming back out of that to work at Staples with Bob and Chris,
Yeah.
and then going home on Saturday to go bowling with your friends. You're not coming out like that anymore.
No.
You're coming out fucked up. Gonna repeat it.
You're in prison for life because you're going to do 30 years for that, and then by the time you get out, all you know is prison.
The prison system is also super fucked up. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah, prison is designed to keep you in prison.
Yeah, because money.
Yeah,
It's fucking stupid.
they're private.
Also,
owned.
I don't know, man.
Imagine having
Just
private owned
fucking kill 'em.
prisons.
And don't give them a lethal
Also-
injection. It's too easy.
Also, unpopular opinion: we should be doing death by firing squads. Not even kidding. You think that's funny? It has 100% success rate. Every other form of execution, not 100%.
But, oh yeah, I know electrocution. Like they can. Hey man, if they gotta go, dude. If you've like killed, there's motherfuckers that like. I mean, there's some sick fucking. Also, we didn't even like. Dude, I can let it bark about
I'm just saying
because the way we handle this whole thing with like entertainment and stuff and shit like that, I think, and even talking about them, that's why I never like. You never want to. I don't want to name names and shit like that. I just feel like you should look at it, learn from it, move on. That's how it should be every time with these kind of people.
Yeah.
Every single time. We don't make movies about them. Don't make. Documentaries are fine in certain situations, but like when you're making like movies and shit, and then like with Zac Efron, and then you're like, and like people are like, yeah, but like that doesn't, or like Halloween. Like Halloween's not about a serial killer, but it was like based off of serial killers. And then like you watch that, and then like I remember when I was watching the movie, I was like, people are like rooting for him to kill. Like it's weird. I mean, I know
Halloween?
it's just yeah. And
Oh,
this,
they're like going for like Michael Jackson to kill people?
yeah, when like Michael Jackson like.
Yeah.
Dude,
When he's stabbing people.
yeah, and like people are like yeah, or, like and it was, like,
up!
Yeah, you
dumb bitch!
and then like next week,
her on the tree! Slam her head on the tree!
and then next week you're reading an article about a guy that fucking gagged and fucking hung somebody. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's so sad.
no.
Oh,
Oh no.
dude, what the fuck? You can't.
No, he
you
plugged
can't.
their nose and
Dude, what
shoved
the
the towel in her throat.
It doesn't make any sense. It makes no fucking sense.
I love
Zero
it, dude.
sense.
Oh, she's getting squished by a truck!
Oh, dude, she's getting her fucking eyes popped out of her head. Hey, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like these movies.
and that's the podcast. Some of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh fuck, dude, that was
That couldn't have
Dude, I don't
been
think
better
I could.
comedic timing if you were trying to do it.
oh fuck, that was good. That was solid. I'm not gonna lie. I like. This is what I mean.
Dude, I fucking love when Jason comes and he starts shooting people.
Dude, cut to the part where I'm like, oh, fry the, like, we shouldn't have these people in jail. Like, he fucking gagged her. And then cut to the part where I'm like ranting about fucking Michael Jackson banging people on trees. You know what my favorite part is? People are going to be like, wait, why does he keep saying Michael Jackson?
don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh, you mean Michael Myers from Austin Powers?
Yeah. I don't know what
fuck,
you're
dude.
talking about.
I'm too far gone.
What are you gonna do, man?
I'm gonna go watch Halloween 3 after this.
That one sucked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't they all suck
Can we
after?
be real for a minute?
They all suck.
I was talking about this today. And actually, I came to a good realization today, speaking of movies. They came out with a new Chucky movie, or they're coming out with it in June.
Didn't
And
know that.
It's just called Child's Play, so I guess this is essentially a remake. But what I'm getting at
remake
is...
Blade. Go on.
There you
Continue.
go. Shout that out. Every single, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th... Oh, maybe not Friday the 13th, but, like, Halloween... yeah, maybe not Halloween either. But Nightmare on Elm Street and Child's Play, as this, like, they both started off as like actual scary movies with maybe some wit in it
Yep.
to, like, you know, Freddy and Chucky, and then as like they made more sequels, they got like funny.
Yeah.
They became like dark comedies.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how the fuck that
think that's-
happened, but like
Dude,
that happened. You know what I mean? That's weird.
I have two hot takes for you. Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Love
I mean,
that movie. Another bigger hot take, Jason X, when they're on the spaceship. Awesome movie.
I don't know about that.
That's a dude. When he regenerates himself. Come on.
I think the idea of that movie.
That was
there's
a
some
great
movies that
action
have
movie.
Cool, there's so many movies that like people like jerk off to the fucking thought of the movie The Purge. It's a all of them.
The idea
garbage.
is so good,
yeah,
but
the
movies
idea
are
is
so
cool,
bad.
and then they never execute
I
it
feel
properly
like
at all.
the thing with The Purge is, I feel like everybody growing up thought maybe not that everybody thought it'd be like, oh, it'd be so cool if a movie or we like just one night you were allowed to do whatever
Yeah.
you wanted or whatever. Like everybody had that idea growing up, and then they finally made a movie about it.
I
But it
saw.
just sucks.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like everybody. But I saw something on Reddit. They're like, why does everybody kill people? And I was like, yeah, I would just go to the bank and then, well, granted, banks don't actually. I heard they don't carry that much money.
No.
But I'd still do and many other things than be like, you know what? I really fucking hate my neighbor. Let me go. I feel like it's that they get so much wrong with that movie that like everybody's just gonna crimes. Like I'm sure there'd be killings, but it wouldn't be like everybody's gonna go out to fucking kill you.
I think they
What the
encourage
fuck?
it though. I think it's they do it. I think in the movie, wasn't it to like release all your anger that you built up all year? Like no, everybody's so you're not allowed to be like you're not allowed to be mean to each other during the year or anything, and you're like all nice.
Is it like that?
And so it's like you bottle it all up for this one day.
Was it
Something
like that?
I think I don't remember.
Maybe
this movie's like 15
I just remember
years
like
old
it
at
was
this
dope,
point.
and then like they like just kept it in the house the whole time, and then the characters were like really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Um,
Remember The Happening?
hey, that's another dumbass movie.
Great idea, kinda. It was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
M. Night Shyamalan, man, he makes
He made that?
yeah.
I like him too.
Yeah, he's got a lot. People forget like he's got a list of bad movies.
But he takes he doesn't he do all his movies out of his own pocket?
I don't know about all of them. I doubt Avatar was out of his own pocket.
Definitely
The Last
not.
Airbender. The Last Airbender.
Oh,
Not the blue alien.
not the blue one.
Not the movie. Not the most overrated movie of all time.
Hot take. No, it's not really a hot
Is that
take, is it? It was, dude. I
that
saw
movie
it
was not.
I
I
saw
was
it
never blown away
in
by that movie.
IMAX.
Nope.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Nope.
It's pretty good in IMAX.
Maybe I'd be because this is the thing, and maybe I'm fucked up. But every time I go to an IMAX theater, doesn't change it for me at all.
Avatar was pretty good in IMAX.
And there's like I don't know if you know this. This is super who gives a fuck? But like a lot of theaters around the United States are like not considered like not actual IMAX screens. There's like there's two in Manhattan, and I went to one for The Dark Knight in August,
And it wasn't
and it was
actually
it was
IMAX.
really weird. It looked. This is so fucking normie to say, but it looked like an Instagram. Like it was like it was weird. It was like a giant square. It wasn't like a 16:9 rectangle. It was like a giant square.
Yeah.
And because they only shoot certain scenes in IMAX. Although apparently I think Infinity War was all IMAX. It's hard to fucking explain. Like in Transformers, like there's certain movies you could tell, like because the aspect ratio will switch. IMAX is just when it's a wider frame that they use. So you get more visual shit happening. Oh. My point is, when you go to like an AMC theater on the corner with an IMAX screen, apparently it's not an actual IMAX screen.
Maybe I'm a
it's just a bit. All it is a bigger screen that they claim. It's still nice because it's a bigger screen and they have nicer speakers. But like for the most part, it's just a bigger like. Also, I mean, who gives a fuck? But like, that's what it is.
No.
I think I talk about this. I don't know if anybody that listens to this gives a fuck about movies like I probably do, but whatever.
Then why are you listening?
Amen. To listen to me be hypocritical about serial killers.
I love those movies.
Dude, that was probably the best singer of all 12 episodes.
Yeah, that was really funny.
That'll be the name of this one, actually.
That's an even better idea.
Is that what I said? I love those movies?
Something like that. I don't remember.
I'll find it.
Been 5 minutes. Already forgot.
Yeah, somebody will bring this up, and then I'll just forget about it like usual.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
0.
That's what I do about
absolutely
most things.
0, dude. Not gonna name any names, but somebody sent me a picture of their friend listening to our podcast, and I thought that was cool as shit because he didn't even know who it was. I don't even know who it was, and that means people around this fucking town are listening to my dumbass talk.
Don't even know who we are.
That is interesting.
Strange. Never had that happen before.
That's pretty cool. I'm telling you, if you listen to it and you want to give some insight, feedback, or questions, we have a Twitter, I think. What is the Twitter, John?
IIWII_pod.
Wow. Dude, that was weird as shit, actually. That was like some robot shit there.
I got it implanted in my brain.
Dude, maybe, what if we had a guest on every pod? I think it would be too much, to be honest with you. I don't think we can get to the topics we can get to.
I like
because
mostly so like this is how the fighter and the kid do it a lot.
Yeah.
Like they'll do 3 or 4 or 2 or 1 by themselves, and then sometimes they do it even weirder where sometimes one will go away, they'll be like on the road doing comedy, and then it'll just be one of the fighter and the kid people. Like it'll be Brendan Schaub with a guest and Brian Callen won't be there. Or it'll be Brian Callen with a guest. And then Brendan won't be there.
Yeah, we're not going to get into it, but we're going to do some switch ups soon, too.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it all out. We'll get it going. Oh, I got that locked down. And here we are talking about things that nobody fucking knows what we're talking about. I think I do that frequently, and it keeps them coming back, because then like they're like, oh, what are they? Maybe they'll talk about, maybe they'll let us in on the inside joke. Never let them in on the inside joke. Here we are, episode 12.
Probably going to be episode 62, and you still don't know what the inside joke is.
Yep.
But what are you going to do?
Dude. Well, I didn't think we'd make it to 12 episodes, to be honest with you.
Me either.
It's
we missed a bunch of weeks, but
we'd probably be on like 20
What
by
are you
now.
going to do?
I think we'd be on like 20 by now.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But
whatever.
I don't know. We're also not rich.
I think
and have unlimited time.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make that as an excuse, though. We got a lot of time. We could have did it. Not even going to lie to you. I'd be a dumbass if I'm lying to you.
I think it's funnier, though, because it just fits to the theme of what this is, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, hey, episode 12, my ass still hurts. Can't sit down like a normal human.
Hey, that's been since episode 1.
No. Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Will I ever be a normal fucking human?
Tune in next time.
Dude, that's so damn. Feels bad. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I could be in a wheelchair, you know? I could be contemplating assisted suicide.
Sometimes I think, you know, I'm driving in a car and then all of a sudden I'm like, what if this guy hits me from the left and I just crush my left leg and then they cut it off and then I get disability for the rest of my life and I don't have to do anything. Now I just play video games on my computer for the rest of my life.
Wait, you really think about that all in one sitting?
Yeah, all the time. You sit there and you're like, dude, you know what'd be kind of cool? Like, I just get hit from the left and they just crumple my leg, but nothing else.
And you're fine. Like
yeah, as long as I don't have to play like with a straw in my mouth.
Hey, dude,
I'll be okay. Just cut my leg off from the knee or something. You can even do the hip. You could take from the hip and I'll be fine. I don't have to walk anymore. People don't.
And by like 2030, you'd have a badass bionic leg.
Yeah, that.
Could, like, shoot
Oh yeah,
rockets
I'll be
and
I'll
shit.
be a cyborg.
Yeah.
But also, people won't have to tell me to stand anymore. Like you
Wait.
know,
Oh my god, dude. I get
sitting won't be an issue.
when I come to a realization like this, I freak out for a second
There you go.
because I think of past arguments, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that on the podcast, and then here we are, flash forward.
Here it
episode
is.
12, and I'm
Here's
like,
your time,
dude. When people think like, all right, I'm not gonna lie, like when I'll like look on Tinder or some shit or whatever or anywhere, like it could be any picture of a girl anywhere or whatever, and then like I see her with like she'll be a fucking 9 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
But she has one leg.
Hey,
Now, to most, that's weird as shit.
nah.
Now, you're thinking that now in your head. Wait, you're like, oh, but like, and then imagine bringing a girl home, but she's got one leg, but she's also, see, it's funny.
You gotta
but
give a
also,
heads
she's
up.
hot as shit. We laugh now, but in like 2040, you're like, oh, dude, you have a cyborg girlfriend? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
uh-huh.
And then it's cool.
Yeah.
We're just not there yet.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I'm trying to get us there.
Dude, maybe
Do you know
we-
what I mean?
I got you.
Dude,
I'm on
I think
board.
about it every fucking time.
Dude, I'm on board with this movement. We should be getting
I'm gonna-
bionic waifus.
I'm saying it here. I'm only dating girls with one fucking arm from now on. You want to date me? Cut your fucking arm off.
I'm on with this
Nah,
movement,
it's too
dude.
much. It's too much.
Not too much. I'm with that movement big time.
So when people piss me off, but don't fucking piss me off. My girl has a fucking laser beam in her right arm.
She's gonna be.
Okay? Okay?
You
Don't
remember?
fuck with me.
You remember in
how it's
Terminator
going.
2 when he could like change his arm? That's what they're gonna be doing.
Well, I guess it's kind of a scary thing because, like, she can cut your head off with her arm and, like, at
Hey,
2 a.m.
all the better.
You know? But I like to live on the edge, so. You know,
That's
put your
gonna be-
applications in.
That's gonna be crazy. What are they are gonna be?
I
they're
think
gonna be-
it's cool
Dude,
as shit. Fuck
One
it.
day we're gonna be chopping
Dude,
our
actually-
own. We're gonna be chopping our own arms off because the robot arms are gonna be better than dumb human arms.
Hey, like, almost as dumb as, like
Like I can,
injecting ink into your body.
yeah.
You'll want a fucking body. But people do body modifications now
Dude.
with like horns and stupid shit like that.
When they make arms that can lift up like 1,000 pounds, everybody's just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like why? Like, I feel pain in this arm. I don't
Cut it
what-
off. Hey,
Yeah.
give me a
cut-
metal one.
Exactly. You don't have any pain. You can not have any pain receptors. You're stronger than
That's so cool.
everything on Earth.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're just going to be replaced by robots,
Yeah.
and that's the way the world goes.
Yo, imagine not, dude. Imagine like your brain's. Hold on, this is funny as shit though. I'm still on this. Imagine like this girl's got it.
Here we go.
Or
Let's
like guy,
girl
whatever,
shame
girl,
some more.
guy, doesn't matter. You're whatever. No, I'm not because I'm not trying to target just girls. I'm saying like if you're a girl going on a date with a guy with one arm, or a girl, whatever. Or if you're a guy going on a date with a guy or a girl, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. My point is, imagine going on a date with someone, and then it's like you come back to your friends like, yo, how'd the date go? And you're like, oh, you know what? She's got it going. Like, she's awesome. She's got this amazing job. She's actually like really hot. And then all of a sudden, and she's like, yeah, but there's like this one thing. And they're like, wow, what's up? And she's like, she's got like one arm. Imagine that's the thing that holds you back
crazy, dude.
from not like wanting to proceed further.
That makes
Imagine
you
your
more
brain is
interesting.
that smooth, like you could pet your brain. There's no detail in it whatsoever. There's no indents.
No
'cause
dents.
It's so smooth. It's like a bowling ball. It's very small.
Oh my
because
God.
you won't, dude. What the fuck? Could you imagine that's the kicker there? Hey, I don't think this is gonna work out. Why? You have one arm.
That's like even cooler.
And I feel like I know people that would be like, she's got one arm.
I would like give her like cool nicknames.
I don't know about that. I would probably just if I had
Jumping
one arm
Jack or something.
and then if I had one arm and like you started actually no, if I had one arm and you started calling me Cyborg, I'd be like, all right, that's pretty fucking cool to be
That's
honest
what I'm
with you.
saying.
Although if I had one arm, I would be out of a job. I think about that all the time. If I broke my wrist, I'd
Dude.
be out of work for a while.
I've had a pact with one of my friends since we were like 14. Either of us lose function in our arms. Can't see what I'm doing right now, but I think you get the vibe.
I'll call the assisted suicide hotline.
I think you get the vibe.
That's it. That's the end of the road for you.
Dude,
That's the end of the line.
I
right
lose
there.
my arms. Can't see what I'm doing, but I think think you're getting what I'm picking, what I'm putting down.
That's it right there. No more, John.
That's why, like, when I'm saying the car comes from my left side, I put my hands in the air so it just crushes my legs.
What if it's airborne though?
Then the arms go down, way low. They go way low.
You look like you're doing jumping jackets.
That's it.
Jumping jacks in your car just to miss the fucking.
Yeah, no.
Just don't touch my fucking arms.
Yeah, I just want to get my arms out of the way.
Dude, you know what freaks me out? Like, when I'm driving, I can't be behind a tractor trailer because if they dead stop in front of me,
yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I hate that. Dude,
Hey, you know
what
how
I
fast
think?
you're dead?
Dude, you know what I
Dead.
think of while I'm going past, like, you know, like the what is the word I'm looking for? Not a trailer. The thing that, like a tow truck, but a flatbed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, and they stick out.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
no,
I think
stop.
about driving,
There
like,
goes your head.
dude, just
Clean.
decapitation. That's not gonna stop your car.
clean.
It's not like you hit it and then you stop.
That's some Final Destination
slicing through the top of your
Yeah,
car. You're
yeah.
dead, dude. Dead. Your head chopped in half. Dead.
Dead.
Come on.
Good night.
I see him. There's a
That's so
on
fast.
on
too.
my way home from a lot of places on the road that I take home. There's a flatbed that's stopped there all the time. Every time I go past it, the opposite side of the road, cause you're dead. No,
Dude, my dad
no,
used to
thank
drive
you.
those fucking things.
That's
He could
crazy.
have cut a lot of heads off. He could have had a lot of heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm banging the mic around like a
what are you
fucking
gonna do?
degenerate.
Yeah, it's so disrespectful.
Whatever. Hey, that's somebody's head right there. Ready?
That's it.
Dead. Just like that. Ready? Oh, a fucking flatbed stopped in front of you. Dead. Dead. There
There's
goes
your
another
head.
head. Gone. That quick, too. I mean, you wouldn't even know.
You remember in Terminator when they were swinging on that swinging up, bump, bone, yeah. Dig 'em
That's
up,
holes
up,
right there.
bone.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. That's old school. I should watch that movie again. I probably haven't watched that movie in like 15
Fuck
years.
that movie.
Um,
That's a
what was
good
I
movie.
talking about?
I like those
Terminator when they're
movies.
swinging on that tow truck
No.
on the motorcycle in like Terminator 2.
Oh, that's Terminator 2.
Yeah.
In the sewer thing. Not in the sewer. It's like the LA. They're in LA and they're like in the cavern thing. I don't know what it's called.
I think they're on roads.
No, they go in. I remember the shot vividly. He's like on a motorcycle and there's like the dude's in a fucking tractor trailer. Maybe I got this.
I thought they were like
fucked up.
crashing into buildings and like
mean-
he was holding on to the tow truck and then they
Actually-
would swing it onto the side and then they were going through the side of buildings.
I
And
think you're right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was on
They get
it,
to a point
and
where
that
they're
was
like
like-
in like a
maybe
they
probably do.
fucking cavern thing. I don't know. Where,
Don't remember
where
that
water
part.
runs through. I don't remember the name. I don't know the name of
Oh
it.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
I don't know the name
do.
of it. It's
But
in
and
GTA.
they- yeah.
That's how small my brain is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Grand Theft Auto.
Dude.
You know what's really small brain? When I went to LA for the first time, my brain was like, hey, that was in Grand Theft Auto. Hey, I remember that from GTA 5.
Dude,
That's how small my
cool.
brain is. Wow, Beverly Hills, that reminds me of the part from Grand Theft Auto.
still a whole bunch of cars here.
Wow, I remember taking the helicopter at this part. That was my brain the entire time. And I feel like I know
is where I fly from all the time. I take the helicopter in the backyard.
this is where me and my friends went to the airbase to steal the helicopters. That's how small my brain was. I mean, they fucking nail it. And they nailed it with New York. Well, they were pretty close when what was it, 4? GTA 4?
Yeah.
They're pretty close. But I feel like people like if you live in like, I don't know, Wisconsin, and then like you play the fuck out of Grand Theft Auto 4 and then you go to New York City for the first time, yeah, no shit, you're going to be like, "Oh, I remember that from Grand Theft Auto." Cuz it's fucking similar.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Can we be real about that? I mean, whatever.
I got you. I'm picking
Sometimes
up
you're a little retarded. I'm getting overly defensive right now. But
Sometimes you're the dumbass.
You got to throw yourself out
That's the
there
way life
and say,
is.
"Hey, I'm a fucking idiot." And that's where we're at.
That's the way life is.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Can't always.
Oh, we're talking about Terminator.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yo, I should
Then
get a
they
Terminator
made.
tattoo.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why. Dude, I got to relax. I don't know why.
You should get an
Fucking-
alien tattoo.
Yeah, that's the next one. That dude, way to ruin it.
Terminator was good. until they made 3.
Oh yeah, what the fuck were
That was the
dude? That girl doesn't even act anymore. The girl that played the Terminator,
yeah,
she was so bad.
not good.
I don't know what they were.
She
thinking.
was
Garbage.
not where I was going.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking.
Oh yeah. Because no shit.
Total.
Why
smoke show?
Hey, why else did we cast her? You know.
And that's a summary of the mid 2000s.
Yeah, no, dude, mid 2000s, even, I don't know. I think if you were to sum up movies of mid 2000s, it's like rom-coms, you know? A lot of romance comedies.
Yeah.
Like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and I don't know. There's a lot, like a lot of comedies. You don't see a lot of like movies like that anymore. It's all like superhero action, big epic.
Oh
fucking,
yeah, that's everything now.
And you got like these low, like we have a lot of good like horror movies now. We're in like kind of a renaissance with horror movies, I feel like. Whereas in the mid 2000s, it was like, I don't know, what the fuck did we have that was like garbage? I don't know. Actually, you know what's a dead platform? Very dead. Just thought about it. Parody movies.
Oh,
Like Scary Movie 3. Dude, they're all dead. There was like superhero movie.
Those were good
Thank
movies,
God
though.
those are dead. No, fuck
no,
them.
the
They're
early
dead.
Scary
Goodbye.
Movie.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Movie 1 and like 2.
Yeah.
And even probably 3.
I don't know.
Pretty
I guess,
good.
But
3 was definitely downhill, and then 4 came out, and it was like, okay, let's
wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
And then they started making like 30 more of them, and they're like, not scary movies, but parody movies. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, guys.
Dude, there was
We're
a
over
lot.
it.
There was one with like 300.
Yep. The Spartans.
Dude, there was so...
Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, what the fuck? Dude, I don't know what happened. And I don't know who thought, yeah, let's greenlight that. Because...
That was a good movie. The 300, though? I like the 300.
Yeah, but like...
Xerxes.
Oh, don't even...
I can't even do it because I don't know how he does
Don't
it.
even disrespect how funny that shit is.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, when he makes fun of that. Oh, dude. With all that being said, we're an hour in.
Oh, wow. That's it. That's our time, folks.
And imagine we cut it right there, right after that.
Hey, yeah.
We'll be back with episode 13. I'm not going to make promises anymore when that's going to happen. Could be a month. Could be tomorrow. Could be, what's today, Friday? Could be, I don't know. You'll get it. If you don't know by now that you get it when you get it, stop listening. Hey, stop listening.
Shut it off.
Wow. We kill this fan base more than anything.
What are you going to do? We trim the fat.
Whatever, man. No, thank you for listening. Rate and review the podcast. Hey, if you want to give it a 1 star, go ahead. Because I respect that you still rated it, and I think it would be funny to read. So rate it however you feel like it should be. My point of rating it is it helps regardless, and it gives me proper feedback. And if you don't want to do that, send me a message on Twitter. If you don't want to do that, send me a message on Instagram. If you don't want to do that, send me a message on MySpace, because we have that too. No, we don't. But thank you for listening. I don't know how else to close this out. John, do you have anything else to say?
Nope, that's it.
And see you guys later.
Wow. Yeah, comes it, it'll city.